So I thought I'd bring you to the beach with me in Eilat. You can see around here it's pretty nice, but the only problem is there's a lot of wind, so I'm sort of stuck behind some palm trees.
So quickly on Eilat, it's a resort beach. There's nothing here of cultural value, so you don't have to feel guilty about not going to the museum or the church or whatever.
I also went from Eilat to Jordan, Petra specifically. Now Petra is fantastic.
There's just so much here in terms of the scale of it, the colours of it, the way that the water's cut through the rocks and these undulating sort of curves that tower above you. It's absolutely fantastic. And we went and saw the treasury too. The scale of it is huge, and you can see why it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. I didn't expect it to be so big as a complex. There's absolutely tons of it, not just this building, which is the one that featured in Indiana Jones. And actually, as you approach it, you see it in the same way that it was seen in Indy, which is very cool. But there's also all of this lot as well, and much more. There's a whole monastery as well.
Eilat from the tour, and I met this girl Serena. She's a Jordanian teenager. She came up to us with this really bubbly smile that kind of disabled my "I don't want any" auto response, and she gave us these cards for free smiles, and basically explains that she wants to change the world by making everyone smile. What a fantastic young woman. The other half of this story is that I got stopped at border control on the Israeli side for about 45 minutes and was pretty much treated like a criminal. I mean, it was disgusting the way they treated me, and not even an apology at the end when they decided that I wasn't actually a criminal at all and I was just a normal person that delayed, interrogated and been completely rude to for 45 minutes. Now, I won't go through blow by blow, but some of the things that surprised me were that they didn't seem to know where Sri Lanka was. None of them believed that I was from the UK or that I was half Irish, because they kept telling me that I didn't look white enough and that I didn't look like I had an Irish father. And when I explained that I was half Sri Lankan, they didn't know where that was. The entire time my stomach was in knots and my heart was beating. I was physically shaking because I was so nervous. I've never been in trouble with the law. I've never been interrogated before. So this was the worst thing that I'd been through in that respect. So I was just absolutely couldn't believe how stressed I was. Now, I really couldn't believe that, well, basically they didn't know where lots of countries were. The girl at passport control kept having to ask me where different countries were. So she was like, "What's this stamp from?" I'm like, "It says Cape Town on it." Cape Town's in South Africa. How do you not know that? And then, she would say "Oh, where's this from?" Like, it says Cameroon on it. Cameroon's a country. How do you not recognise that? So that was really worrying. No one can understand my name. They kept saying, Niall, Neil, say your name for me, Niall. Or my dad's name, Eamon. Eamon, that's not an Irish name. Yes, it is an Irish name. What the hell? And I'd never played the race card before, but this is the only thing I can think of, because everybody else just went through without a problem, and I was the only person that was coloured. I was the darkest person there, and everyone else went through without fail. So maybe don't look like this if you want to go through security on the Israeli side of the Petra border, the Jordan border. It's ridiculous. And actually, some of the people that I was with were like, "Yeah, that was basically why you got pulled over, for sure." So it wasn't just me that thought that. Now, the main guy at passport control couldn't understand this sentence: "I'm named after my uncle." Didn't get it. He asked me what my name meant, and I was like, "Named after my uncle." And he said, "Oh, I don't understand." I was like, "Well, I've got a brother who's named after my father, and then I was named after his brother, my uncle Niall." 4 times I explained this to him. I was like, "I'm sorry, am I making myself clear? Do you understand?" "No, not really." I'm like, how do you not understand? There are children who can understand this concept, and you're in a job with actual authority. How the hell do you not understand this? And yeah, there were loads of things where they just kept trying to trick me up on where I was from, and I'm like, "I'm from England." It was disgusting, completely disgusting. When I got out after 45 minutes, and I was so stressed by then that my flight had gone. The beach here is next to the airport. It's not exactly ideal. My ride had gone, but to the tour company, they actually did a great thing, and they actually made sure that I got home safe and sound. And then after that, 2 of the people that I met on the tour actually took me out for dinner. So faith in human kindness restored, and I actually really feel like, okay, I went through this horrible thing, but that was going to happen at some time, I suppose. Not everything could be all sunshine and daisies. So and like I say, having dinner at the end being brought dinner at the end by some friends, newfound friends, was great. So yeah, that's kind of it. On to other things, I suppose. You know, I'm really lucky to be doing this, so let's not, you know, throw the baby out with the bathwater. And yeah, keep positive. Cool.
And then I went back to Tel Aviv and had a private rendition from Filippo and Henri. It was amazing.
And as if that wasn't enough,
Buongiorno che si sveglia oggi con te. Buongiorno al latte, al caffè. Buongiorno chi non c'è.